Hello, everybody. This is Dan, and I'm making a movie to go with the components assignment. And the Richard Shoup video about components is excellent, and it's very clear, and you should have no problem. But just in case, I thought I'd make a little video to help go with it. So here's my website, and I'll show you what I got so far here. I've got this home page here. Let me pull this down slightly so you can see some of the layers here. And you'll see here that I've got content here, right? That's the home page. And on the home page, I added my little jumping video, by the way, my little jumping animation that we did in an earlier assignment. And it looks really nice. It doesn't really go with Yellowstone because he was at the playground and the beach, and this is winter in Yellowstone, so it doesn't really go, but I just wanted to put it there to see how it looks. And what I have here is a dynamic text box. How did I make it? I made it with the text tool. You just take the text tool and you click and drag a box, and then you set the box to dynamic text right here down in the properties window. And then you want to give it a name. So I'm going to give it this name, home. I'm going to use _txt. Okay? Home _ text, and then I'll hit enter on the keyboard to make sure it sticks. So now when it works, if I get my selection tool and I click on the text box, it should say in the properties window dynamic text, and I should see the name here, right? And you see here I've also got this setting for multi-line, right? Selectable, and I have some other things that I could do. I could show a border around it if I wanted to. But in this assignment, what we're going to do is we're going to use components. And so in the video, Richard Shoup does it really easy. He adds a component to it very easily. So let's do it. Let's see if we can do what he did. Window, components. Okay, there's the components. And we're going to look at user interface. All right, I believe. And I'm looking for, let's say here, there's a text area, that sounds good. Text input, that sounds good. But here it is, user interface scroll bar, right? And we could take this scroll bar and we can just drag it out and drop it right onto the text box, and it automatically attaches to the text box. All right. Now let me scroll in a little bit closer to let you see this text box here. All right, there's my text box. I've put in lots of text here, more text than I need so that the scroll bar will work. And now, let's see here, it's attached. There's my text box. I select it. Remember, this has to say dynamic text, and it needs a name. And now when I select this UI scroll bar, I can go to parameters and look at its parameters. And automatically, since I dropped it onto the dynamic text box, the target instance name of home.txt automatically got filled in right there, right? Automatically, because I already had this named. So anyway, this is where you target which text box you want to scroll. And horizontal, false, right? It's going to be vertical. So anyway, if I hit Control Enter now, let's see if it works. All right, goes here, that pops in, stop there. And there's my animation happening, right? You see the animation's happening, and I can scroll with my scroll bar, and it works. You can see here that it's scrolling text, and it totally works. So that's the first thing that he did. One thing I don't like is the way that this character is jumping behind the scrolling text box. So I might want to check that out. Say, okay, the reason is that's happening is he's on a lower layer. So normally I would maybe want him below, but in this case maybe I want him above. Let's see if I drag that above, what happens. Drag that layer above, Control Enter, and now he jumps in front of the text box. That's pretty cool. I can still scroll. He jumps right in front of the text. That's kind of cool. Okay. All right, the next part was the gallery, and he does this gallery images thing. So first of all, you're going to have to go to the gallery page, right? And we're looking at our content here. And here's the gallery page. All right, I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. Go to 50%. Right, there's the gallery page, and we're going to use a component, and I'm going to put the component on the content